Hi everyone, I'm Nia and welcome to Flicks Talk. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's faster than a speeding bullet. What does that say to you? Superman! I'm not talking about the new Superman or the 80s, 70s, 80s Superman. I'm talking about the 50s Superman, George Reeves. He played Superman from 1951 to 1958. He's also been in some other movies, other than just a show. But anyway, pretty much, I just want to talk about his, not about Superman or his film career, but about his suspicious death. To me, his death was ruled, I believe the coroner, classified it as a suicide, but, no. I think he was murdered. It was just, some things just doesn't add up to rule like a suicide, but they did. Like he had a few house guests that night of the suicide. And they claim they heard one gunshot. But yet the police found 3 different, spent gun casings, shells, whatever. They found 3. 1 in the ceiling, 2 on the ground. And plus, after they heard that gunshot, they waited almost an hour before they called somebody. What were they doing for all that time? If they heard a gunshot, you think they would have called like almost immediately and not waited almost an hour? Also, the first officers there, he didn't secure the crime scene, or the scene ended up being a crime scene, but whatever. He didn't secure it, so other cops and people were just in and out tainting the room of the scene. So it's not like they could have really investigated because everybody was walking and touching everything. Botched, can we say? And the movie Hollywoodland kind of talks about the George Reeves case, played by Ben Affleck. So, there were some questionable findings. I have a list here by the investigators. Like, there were no fingerprints recovered from the gun. I think his fingerprints would at least been on the gun if he shot himself, right? But no fingerprints? Right there, I think would classify or rule out suicide. But whatever. Another one is that there was no muzzle discharge burns typically associated with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. No gunpowder residue found on his hands. And there was a spent shell casing found under his body. He was found on the bed. I think he was naked. But, yeah. I mean, how can one... I mean, anything is possible, I believe. But if a shell casing was found under the body... I mean, I think they said that... I think there was a gunshot going through, like that. That's why there was one on the ceiling. But where did the other 2 I mean, I don't know. Is that somehow I saw something and they try to recreate it, and everything that they tried to do would not place the shell casing under the body. And plus, he's not going to shoot himself 3 times trying to kill himself. So I don't know. I mean, those other 2 could have been planted by the cops or something. I don't know. 40s, 50s, 30s. Well, I just think, the LAPD was so corrupt. I really do. Yeah, money. I think money on this one really paid off the cops, because I believe that the VP of MGM Studios murdered George Reeves. What I think I saw a documentary or something on it, but George Reeves was having an affair with the VP's wife, but the VP, he knew about it and he actually encouraged it. But then George Reeves kind of broke it off with the VP's wife. So that kind of made maybe that VP, angry. So, George Reeves kind of found another woman and that he was going to marry. You don't make plans like getting married and then kill yourself. So, I know Superman was over. The guy was a little bit depressed. He was still trying to find work. I think he was even dressing up as Superman, making some special appearances, or public appearances at places. I don't know, but I really do think that he was murdered. And I think even his family, his mother especially, had something. I mean, asked the cops, like, can you look into this case more? I mean, he wasn't going to kill himself, it didn't really kind of go with his personality or something. I don't know. It didn't make sense to his family, and the cops kind of didn't do what she asked, so they just said, case closed, ruled suicide, blah, blah, blah. Over. Yeah, so you can even, I think on MeTV has The Adventures of Superman, where you can see George Reeves. Check your local listings. But yeah, I mean, that he died, or presumed, killed himself on June 16, 1959. But anyway, it's sad what happened. I don't think he killed himself. As I said, the VP at the time of MGM Studios, I think he murdered him. Had him murdered. Paid off the cops to keep quiet or destroy the evidence or plot or whatever, just to make it look like it was a suicide, pretty much. So, but anyway, if you're in California and you want to go pay your respects to the guy, to the 50s Superman, George Reeves, you can go to the Mountain View Cemetery, Pasadena Museum, and he's on the Sunrise Corridor. So, anyway, that's about George Reeves. Really not too much to talk about him, except for he was Superman in the 50s. He wasn't Gone with the Wind, a movie I have not seen. Probably the only person my age who has not ever seen it, but let's not go there. Anyway, I will see to you tomorrow, since this is a challenge, and I'm doing a video every day of the month of August. So tomorrow is going to be about one of my favorite actresses, who's no longer with us, but hey, dude, she's one of the classics. Underrated. I'm definitely going to say this again tomorrow. Very underrated actress. But hey, I'm definitely going to go and pay my respects to her one day. Gotta get myself back up there. But anyway, stay tuned tomorrow to figure out who it is, or find out who it is. So, bye y'all.